A college student who delivered food for a month. Brothers, look at the color difference on his hands. Brothers, how does it feel? No money earned, but a lot of hardship. Do you still want to deliver food? No money earned and you're all tan like this. If you don't have anywhere to eat these next 2 days, come over, it's okay. Yeah, there's still some food. Okay. With China's economic structure shifting, white-collar jobs have been greatly reduced, and many college graduates have to enter grassroots service industries unrelated to their majors, such as food delivery and security guard work. These low-paying jobs not only lack career advancement opportunities but also fail to provide a stable life, leaving them feeling lost and disillusioned about the future. Therefore, some young people choose to maintain a low-desire, low-consumption lifestyle.
30岁失业1年
Unemployed for a year at 30. If I don't go back to work, I'll be ruined. I was laid off last March. After the layoff, I was interviewed by many companies. The current job market in Hangzhou is like a swarm of people vying for a $700 job. The jobs and salaries are completely mismatched, especially unfriendly to unmarried, single women over 30. I finally got jobs at 2 companies, but quit for various reasons. So, since last August, I've been completely laid off at home. At first, being laid off was really enjoyable and satisfying for the severance pay and unemployment benefits, and finally, I won't have to see those annoying colleagues and bosses anymore, and I won't have to get up early every day to catch the subway, being a lowly cattle and horse. The blogger said that after quitting her job, she found herself in a state of complete disinterest in everything. Besides the delivery notifications and takeout calls, no one calls her anymore. The only thing that keeps her going every day is walking her dog, and even then she has to go at night, afraid of running into neighbors during the day and being asked, "Why aren't you working?" She feels like a complete failure. I got paid today. Looking at the payment notification, life is so tiring. Last month, I worked 28 days, more than 13 hours a day, and earned a total of $546. The first 430 orders were 56 cents each, totaling $242. The last 434 orders were 70 cents each, totaling $304. My rent is $100, and my car rental is $70. For meals, I still eat 2 steamed buns and some pickled vegetables each time. On good days, I can have a hot meal.
好的时候呢，吃上一顿热乎的饭。
The delivery girl then calculated her expenses, saying she spent $8 on car repairs. One time, the elevator broke down while she was delivering food, so she climbed more than 20 floors of stairs, only to be fined $14 for being late. Her mother's medical bills then totaled $232. After deducting these expenses, she was only left $81. She said she hadn't eaten lunch yet because she was rushing to finish orders and her stomach problems had flared up again. She really wants to rest. Life is really hard, but I can't give up. I'm the breadwinner of this family, and for my mother, I have to persevere no matter how hard or tiring it is. This blogger's husband was originally a programmer, but he recently lost his job. After the couple sat down and meticulously reviewed their household expenses, the husband suddenly said, "Let's sell the home." At that moment, she was stunned, unsure how to respond or what to do next. Honey, let's review our finances. Let's calculate our current monthly fixed expenses. First, let's calculate the Shanghai mortgage of $1,000 and various fixed expenses totaling $2,649. What can we cut back on? I can take the subway to work, not drive. The subway only costs $28 a month, no problem. We can cut one of baby's extracurricular classes, just the art class. That way we can save $421 a month. How much do we still owe? $42,000? We still need to find a way to make money. Let's sell the home.
事业向前。
Saving money while unemployed and the spending on a rental room is $1 a day. Auntie, can I take these loofahs home to feed the rabbits? Take it. I shamelessly brought back some of my favorite loofahs today. Now that we have a peeler, everything is so much easier. These loofahs are still very fresh. More than half a year has passed and I still haven't found my ideal job. Now I don't dare go out during the day, afraid of running into my landlord who will ask, "Why aren't you working?" Staying in my rented room every day is frustrating and anxiety-inducing. The blogger said her heart felt so tired and she doesn't know if she'll be able to find a job this year. But life goes on. Let's finish this noodle first. This blogger said he graduated from Guangdong Ocean University with a degree in economics. His tuition for 4 years was covered by a national student loan. Tuition and accommodation totaled $770 per year, and his brother paid for his food at $70 per month. During breaks at school, he would deliver food and work during summer vacation. He finally graduated only to find himself burdened with $3,500 in student loans the moment he stepped off campus.
后面公司爆雷了。
Due to my major and my own limitations, finding a job is extremely difficult. The pressure is immense, and asking my family for money is out of the question. In the 2 or 3 years after graduation, I worked several different jobs, selling audio equipment, cables, advertising light boxes, animal feed, and even worked as a real estate agent. Being socially awkward, I didn't achieve any significant results, and naturally, I didn't stay in any of these jobs for long. I have absolutely no savings during those years. In the years after graduation, I also took the civil service exam, taking it 8 or 9 times and going through 3 interviews. The ability is one factor, but luck is another. Ultimately, I failed.
想要生存，想要还债。
已经11月份了。
It's already November. How many people are still lying in their rented rooms, unemployed like me? Another year is almost over. Every day I wake up and just play on my phone, scrolling through videos and playing games. When I'm hungry, I order takeout. Only when I have not a penny in my pocket, I go out to look for work. But as I search, I become lost, not even knowing what I should do anymore. I open my closet and put on the outfit I haven't worn in ages. The fabric is a little cold, like the blank space between me and the world. The person in the mirror looks a little unfamiliar. I haven't been out in so long, even the air feels a little unfamiliar.
安徽财经大学
Anhui University of Finance and Economics. What's your major? Advertisement. I heard that advertising majors can only post those annoying little ads on the street. You can also deliver food, because being unemployed and jobs are hard to find now, so I became a delivery rider as a temporary measure. For me, firstly, it doesn't require running around everywhere, picking up and delivering food everywhere. I think HEMA is quite friendly for people with poor sense of direction, because you only need to deliver within 3 to 5 kilometer radius. Also, HEMA doesn't fine you for being late, which is a good thing. Otherwise, rushing around to deliver isn't safe while riding a bike.
1983年42岁
I'm 42 years old, born in 1983. I've been unemployed for 8 months. My life is a mess and accomplished nothing. No condo, no car, and I'm single, still drifting in a rented room in Beijing. Other 42-year-olds are surrounded by their children, laughing and playing with their husbands' broad shoulders to lean on. But I'm 42 and still living alone in Beijing. Lately, I haven't been sleeping well because of job hunting. I can barely sleep at night. My mind is racing. I meticulously crafted my resume, compiled interview requirements, and submitted dozens of applications to job search platforms. But the screen remains silent. Not even a single interview invitation. This is the reality for middle-aged people looking for work today.
找工作的真实处境
The blogger says they often hear people say that middle-aged women looking for jobs are somewhat humiliating. She used to know it was a joke, but after being unemployed for 8 months, she truly felt the helplessness of middle-aged job seekers. Now recruitment apps frequently push job postings for her, food delivery, courier, and sales. In today's job market, she feels that even if she manages to find a job related to her major, it will likely not last a year, and even get laid off again after only a few months. She feels lost about her future.
毕业几个月
Started delivering food a few months after graduation. What's your educational background? University, associate's degree. An associate's degree should be enough to find a relatively easy job. Why did you choose food delivery? Mainly because the salary is decent, it's relatively flexible, and the more you work, the more you earn. Now, the income for food delivery is no more than $1,400. Actually, it's not like $4,000 a month that people say online, but some money is achievable if you work hard.
也是可以的
Sorry, I have an order coming in. I'll go deliver it now.
嗯好谢谢啊
Okay, thank you.
10岁过后，
After 50, would you choose to go out and look for work again? I'm one of those people who is unemployed, stays home for 2 years, and now I'd rather eat simple meals and wear cheap clothes. A stubborn auntie in her 40s who no longer wants to work. When I first lost my job, I was anxious to find work. After all, I wasn't too old and I wanted to earn more money to make my future life easier. So I became a kindergarten childcare teacher. Every day I was busy from morning till night, responsible for the children's food and daily life. I was running around taking at least 15,000 steps a day, earning $310 a month. After half a semester, I injured my knee and spent over $1,000 at the hospital, which was a huge loss.
让我得不偿失。
The blogger said she realized that money can never be earned enough. You can have your lifestyle when you are rich, and you can still enjoy life when your income is lower. Earning money is important, but what's the point of having so much if it comes at the cost of your health? After 50, our physical functions gradually decline. Having to cope with heavy workloads and mundane daily routines will inevitably take a toll on our bodies in the long run. Therefore, she chose to retire, no longer struggling for a living. Although her life is simple and plain, she is very relaxed and content.
30岁男生失业。
What changes occurred after a 30-year-old man stayed home unemployed for a month? At the beginning of my unemployment, I avoided social interaction and minimized my daily expenses. I fall asleep during the day because I often feel anxious at night and experience weakness in my limbs. I tried to find work but repeatedly failed, so I stopped to think about what kind of life I truly want, and I think I found the answer. Life is only about 30,000 days long. Being unemployed is just a phase in life, not the entirety of it. Perhaps living in the present means accepting yourself in any way you are at any time. Temporarily saying goodbye to the 9-to-5 grind of the workplace without the empty promises of a boss, and shedding the worker's coat allows for a cleaner understanding of oneself. The blogger stated that instead of being anxious about being unemployed, it's better to make good use of this time to do things you haven't had time for before. Perhaps pausing is for going further in the future. Today is my 6th day of unemployment. I've been at home for the 6th day. Besides having no income every day and my butt hurting from lying down for so long, I really can't think of a third downside. Give yourself some time to rest and then start again. I originally told myself I would rest for 3 days, but I just can't get up from lying flat, so I told myself 7 days is enough. Tomorrow is the 7th day, and then it's Saturday and Sunday, which coincides with my boyfriend's day off. I've decided to give myself 2 more days off and then start looking for a job. Go for it, okay? Peng Xiaoliang, who just arrived in the US this February, told overseas media, "I have a relative who studied computer science. After graduating with his bachelor's degree, he couldn't find a suitable job, and now he can only work as a sales clerk in a supermarket in a third-tier city, which is no different from the people without any education." The sales clerk's monthly salary is around $500, barely enough to cover basic living expenses after deducting rent and transportation costs. He's now in his early 30s with low income, an undignified job, and can't even find a girlfriend. He's still unmarried. This situation is not uncommon in China. Mr. Wang, a student at the Los Angeles Film Academy, also shared his experience. After graduating, he worked in the film industry, hoping to one day become a famous director, but later lost his job. Then he worked as a planner at a game company for a few years, but was laid off again and couldn't find work after that. Mr. Wang said, "To make ends meet, I've worked as a food delivery and courier, but this industry offers no security and is extremely risky. If a delivery is late, there are fines, and to avoid being penalized, you have to run red lights, which greatly increases the risk of traffic accidents. A couple of times, cars grazed past me, and I almost got hit. That feeling was terrifying." He stated that the income from food delivery was very limited. Electric bikes break down frequently, and you have to pay for repairs yourself. Delivery boys get fined if they exceed the allotted time, so it's impossible to save any money. Plus, they can't afford to get sick. One illness means losing all the money they've earned. Later, I discovered that many former white-collar workers and college graduates were also delivering food. I realized this wasn't just my personal problem, but a systemic problem, a problem of the times.
失业了6个月，
I've been unemployed for 6 months, spending all my time alone. I increasingly don't want to go out, and even if I do, I don't know where to go. I have no friends and no one I want to contact. I have difficulty getting up every day, always feeling like I can't wake up properly. I've ordered from all the nearby food delivery services, and I'm already tired of what to eat. I listen to my favorite music repeatedly until I'm sick of it. I spend my days playing on my phone to pass the time. At first, I was eager to find a job, but lately I don't know what I want to do anymore. I'm becoming increasingly lost. I'm also becoming more timid, afraid to try new things, afraid I won't be able to adapt. Sometimes I look out the window at the people coming and going, but I don't have the courage to go out. I become insecure. I haven't dressed up in a long time because I've realized that even if I did, I'd just stay home. I'm increasingly conflicted about the past and conflicted about the future. I seem to be resting, but inside I'm filled with anxiety.
今天是我失业
Today is my 229th day of being unemployed and lying in my rented room. Many people are curious and have even messaged me asking why I don't go back to my hometown and stay there without paying rent. Although I have a warm bed, caring parents, and don't even have to worry about making a living, they don't understand how much invisible pressure is hidden behind those seemingly caring inquiries. A single woman in her late 20s has been unemployed and at home for so long, not going to work, while the neighbors' kids are all successful. These voices are like fine needles prickling me, making it hard to breathe. Lying in my rented room is different. As long as I pay rent in this small space, I can still retain the last bit of my right to be myself. That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.